This is very disheartening to me, this account right here. I don't follow it, but he always pops up. Involuntary celibate incel. It's basically an incel account, right? For those of you who don't know what incels are, incel is basically a guy that gets absolutely no women or has gotten no women, or I guess you could say has gone a very, very, very long time being celibate. Um, so femcells, okay, but this article says femcells are becoming the new incels. Femcel would kind of be the opposite, but I would describe a femcel more so as a woman who has no issue gathering guys for attention and can get sex, but cannot lock down a man, or at least the men she wants don't want her. Because in this day and age, as I speak about a lot, when it comes to female male dynamics, women have no issue. You could be an ugly woman, you could be fat. It's not going to be an issue for them to get attention from the opposite sex. Um, so men hating women swear off evil predators, cheaters, and wife beaters. So this is the gender war narrative, right? This guy's part of it, obviously. Again, whether this is a controlled account or not, this is genuine people, useful idiots. There's truth to this because I'm a guy, right? I'm 28. I know exactly what dating is like. I've been dating women, for 15 years since I was in high school, right? Um, and especially getting older, going on dates, American women, I could say with full confidence, are trash. I mean, there is nothing about these women that, first of all, could make a man want to settle down with them because these women don't care about a man. They care about themselves. And listen, you might say this is just my experience, but these women will come into my life. They will look me in the eyes. They will tell me exactly, what they want. They will tell me that they can't wait to see me again after a date and that everything went well, just to never hear from them again. And when this happens year in, year out, when it's the same old story of a woman comes in my life one day and then she's gone the next, and most of the time I get ghosted. Like, I don't hear from the girl. 9 out of 10 times she just disappears. Convenient, right? In this day and age. I know this isn't just me, but my point is that American women are not right in the head. They are so psychologically damaged from their own friends, the stuff they've been uh, uh, taught growing up, the propaganda with their books, their TV shows, just all this filth, the music, the TikTok. I mean, I can go on and on about the social aspect of how women in particular have been attacked in terms of act a certain way, react to this a certain way, look at men a certain way. They've trained women to view men a certain way. But this is what red pill, MGTOW, incels, whatever you want to call it, masculinity stuff. They don't talk about the root issues of stuff, which is really social engineering. The women have been socially engineered a certain way, but they're going to talk about it as if it's female nature, right? As he says, femcells can't become the new incels because they don't exist. Kind of like what I was saying before, right? Because a femcell, a female who's ugly, let's say she's 5 feet, let's say she's 200 pounds, she's ugly, bad attitude, no job, no money, broke, 25 years old, living with her parents, still is going to get more options and garner more attention than a male model. And that's the unfortunate truth. That's how this world is. And there's plenty of things I could say about men and how weak they are, how lustful they are, and how pathetic men have become these days. Um, but this is such a big problem, man. I wish more people paid attention to this and acknowledged it. But we want to say it's men, we want to say it's women. We want to point the finger nonstop. And until people could understand, we've both been programmed, men and women, to one, be in a gender war, men versus women, separate men and women, have them fight. And again, it boils down to us not understanding who we are. Therefore, how can we build positive and healthy connections and relationships with each other when we don't even know ourselves, right? You think money comes from cheese, you vote for your own enslavement every 4 years, and you took something for something that didn't exist 5 years ago, right? But you're gonna tell me that you know how to build healthy connections and relationships. I mean, give me a break, people. This is what I'm saying is we have to grow up and we have to get to the root causes. We could point the finger out all day at each other and get emotional turmoil because it might be fun, but in the end, there's 99% of us versus that 1% that has socially engineered, that has all the power, that's made things as bad as they are today. But instead of looking at them, we look at each other as the enemy. So I don't mean to go on a tangent there, but I really think this is a serious problem, man. Like the stuff this account posts, it's really depressing. It really makes me sad. The stuff they post, and honestly, I feel some of the stuff they say because I can relate to the loneliness that men go through. I relate to that a lot. As a 28-year-old man, even though I go to the gym, even though I don't consider myself an ugly guy, um, you're mistaken if you think, oh, I get some sort of privilege because I'm a white guy, or that women throw themselves at me, or that I get women left and right, because that's not the case. If I don't put myself out there as a guy, I'm never going to interact with women. And as a guy, that's pretty unhealthy, especially when you're young. You're a young adult, you're in your teen years especially, and you're not interacting with the opposite sex. Pretty unhealthy if you ask me.